I guess one good thing about science is that it is always ready to evolve.
And blah blah blah. That is the truth. No one disagrees with that. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
there are different backgrounds of defining morality.
I'm sure maths is universal everywhere. The textbooks get rewritten.
Let's say in future, if you put Neuralink in the heads of your cat and dog.
Nah. We'll look for the real research paper. Nah. don't blame everything on ChatGPT.
So ChatGPT doesn't know the objective truth. There can.
So you agree?
So now we'll start. Hi everyone, welcome back to the new episode of the Deep Philosophy Group. And today we have a new person with us. He'll shortly introduce himself. But before that, what we are gonna do, if you're new to this channel, if you're new to the video, so what we basically do over is that we have so many cards over here, and each card has an interesting prompt on it, which is controversial, philosophical, everything. So what we'll do is that we'll read that statement out and we'll discuss upon that. We'll try to get as deep as possible and get as many interesting opinions as possible. What you can do is that you can participate in this conversation through the comment section, or if you feel that you have any particular opinion on our opinions, you can put that in the comments, and that is what it is gonna be. So we'll start introducing ourselves. We have picked up some interesting philosophers' names and we have played it with. So we would want to know your name.
My name is David Yum.
David Yum.
A little bit about myself. I love cupcakes.
Okay.
And I'm a skeptic.
Okay. So if you ever want to order some good cupcakes, you know where you have to order. About me, I am a Friedrich Nietzsche. So Nietzsche, who is chill. So that's who I am. And in general, also I like Friedrich Nietzsche. And yeah, about me, I like to make these videos, and I also like to do poetry. So maybe someday you can check my poetry channel as well. But yeah, that's all. Cool. So we'll start with the picking of topics. So you can choose any one of the random topics on this.
Anything?
Anyone.
Alright, sure. Let's go with this one.
Okay. What is it? Is there such a thing as objective truth? That's a nice topic. Okay, so how we generally go about it in our channel is that we try to pick up word like the difficult words and define it so that we are on the same page while we are discussing
Good.
it. So is there a such thing as objective truth? So I guess the only word that we have to define is objective truth.
Yeah, what is objective? I'm not sure.
So objective, I guess, which is not subjective, which is like maybe black and white. Objective, I guess that's what it means, right?
Okay. Objective is something that is black and white.
Yeah, basically which doesn't have too many shades onto it.
Okay.
Yep. So is there such a thing as objective truth? So how do you define objective truth? So basically objective truth is just something which you can very clearly say that either this thing is right or this thing is wrong.
Yes.
For example, I don't know if there is any example of objective truth. But I guess that will start the topic anyway. So what's your take on this? What do you think? Is there such thing as objective truth or not?
I think there are objective truths. For example, your T-shirt is dark blue. That's the truth. There's no confusion about it.
Okay.
As long as you're not colorblind, one can say that this T-shirt is truly dark blue.
Okay.
So I do. There's certainly examples of objective truths out there. Things like I don't know, a plant or tree is real. They're organisms. Those are truths.
Okay. I guess one of the most classical examples is that the sun rises from the east and sets on the west is also an objective truth.
Yes.
Okay. So your take is that there is something which is called as the objective truth. There at least is one objective truth in this world. At least there can be more.
Yes.
At least there is one.
Let's look at subjective truths. What do we think are subjective truths?
I guess to be honest, there are many subjective truths. The first one is that is killing animals good thing or bad thing?
Yeah, some people agree, some people don't.
Yes, exactly.
It depends on your viewpoint.
Exactly. One more thing can be that is having alcohol a good thing or a bad thing?
There's disagreements
and agreements as well.
Yeah.
There would be people who would say that's an interesting topic. Is cheating or adultery a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, that's a really good topic that even I've had arguments
Exactly.
with others.
Exactly.
Yes.
So my point is that yes, obviously there are some I don't think some, there are many subjective truths, and I guess I was just discussing about this thing a few days back that I guess your truth, everybody defines their own truth. First of all, that's what I think. My thing is that there is no absolute truth. People define their own truth for most of the things. For example, I guess there are many truths which are defined by a society. For example, I don't know which example to take. Maybe there is something which is okay in the area that you are living or the country that you are living in, but in some
Okay.
other country that thing is not acceptable or that thing is not good or maybe lawfully not correct. Okay. But how was it defined? Maybe for the people who are living in this country, this thing is okay. But for the people who are living in this country, this thing is not okay. So that is where the subjectivity comes into the play.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there are different backgrounds of defining morality.
Yes. You said that there are no absolute truths.
Yes, 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 I agree.
I disagree. I mean, look at mathematical things. Look at pi, the ratio of circumference to diameter. That is 3.1417. Blah blah blah. That is the truth. No one disagrees with that.
No
There
one
are truths.
disagrees. Okay, so my point is basically, so maybe my answer might sound like a little macro level to people and maybe a little superlative as well, but maths in a thing is also something which is built by humans itself. So the perspective towards it is only of humans. But if you really, let's say you take up someone from outside the universe and bring that person in and ask, do you agree that the pi value is this thing?
They would agree.
How do you know?
Everything when we you know the Voyager spacecraft, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had a golden disk on it, and in that golden disk was a lot of we don't know
There are
what's
some
out there.
photos. There are some photos, right?
Yeah, there are some photos. Now, how do they decode that photos? They decode those photos based on maths because aliens and whatever's out there, they don't know how to read things, and also everything was done like there were instructions like this is like the basic atom, a basic hydrogen atom. This is the radius. This is the radius of the nearest electron, and there was an algorithm where you can decode photos. So I would disagree. I'm sure maths is universal everywhere. I think
Everywhere,
everywhere,
even outside the
even outside. Yeah.
Okay, I kind of disagree with that because what I think is that most of the conventions that we have built. Okay, so I kind of agree on this thing that if we are just discussing about the absolute truth of mass among humans, it might be correct. I would agree on this thing. But I am taking even on a macro level, the logics in these things are kind of questioned when you bring in different perspective into the picture. For example, even today, most of the things that we believe as truth are only and only defined as truth by humans, right? You took one example of this T-shirt being blue,
Yeah.
but you know what? There are many animals who
Yeah.
see different wavelengths.
Okay. I get that, but I can say that this color corresponds to a particular wavelength. You can't disagree with that. Yeah, to me, this wavelength is blue. What of 400, 300, 400, 500 nanometers. But I can say that this is this many nanometers. You can't disagree with that. No one's going to disagree with that.
That's actually an interesting thing. Um, yes, no humans would disagree with that.
I would say
Living.
no living organism, even aliens would disagree with that. Nanometers, based on based on the value of the smallest atom known to as hydrogen. There's nothing. We've gone to other planets. We've got rocks. We've got debris from other planets. We have not found anything smaller than hydrogen as an atom.
We have not found it yet. Humans have not found it yet. And also the human civilization that we talk about today, that we know about today, doesn't didn't find anything smaller than that.
Yeah, we haven't found. We've gone to other planets. We didn't find them.
We have not found them maybe because the perception of ours of wavelength of this world is way too different. Let's say people say that dogs can sense that if their owner is even at the end of the street, they'll get to know that okay, so my owner is coming in.
Okay.
But humans cannot. We cannot sense that okay, so maybe one of my friends is coming, he's just at the end of the street. We cannot sense that. So that means,
We can sense based on hearing, based on vision. We can sense.
but there
Dogs are sensing based on probably smell.
yep.
Our noses are not as good as a dog, so it senses. So we,
That's where my point comes into the play. That the sensory organs are kind of constrained in a way for humans.
okay.
That is why most of the things that we say or do
Okay,
are
okay.
based on a convention.
okay, so our senses are limited. That's why we think hydrogen is the smallest atom out there.
One of the reasons is that. One of
Okay.
the reasons is that.
Okay.
Also, it is possible that the way of evaluating that if the hydrogen is the smallest element or not, that technology is yet not developed to that level. For example, even if you talk about the model of atom in 1800s, 1700s, 1900s, it evolved drastically. There were many people who came and said, okay, so Bohr's atom model was different. There were other people who were saying that atom model is different and all these things.
Yeah.
And I guess one good thing about science is that it is always ready to evolve. That's one thing that I would give to science. That's a very amazing thing about science, that if tomorrow you come with even a better theory of something, the older theory will be discarded.
The textbooks get rewritten.
Exactly. That's one beautiful thing about science. But bringing me back to the topic, and that is this such a thing as objective truth? Your take is that there is at least one objective truth.
Yes.
There can be more, but at least there is one.
Yes.
Okay, so my take. I have already said it in the past that there is no objective truth. I'm just thinking a little bit about it. So my answer would be, we are kind of heading towards the conclusion of the things also. My take is that based on the human conventions, based on the theory that will always and always keep humans in the center while considering everything, there can be some objective truths. There can.
So you agree?
I gave all the conditions, I gave all the constraints that I'm saying all of these things in. But if I remove all of these constraints, if I say that there will be other organisms or other animals or other species also who will come into the play to define if this thing is absolute truth or not, then yes, we'll get to know that there is no absolute truth. There is no objective truth. You have no idea how many things are gonna unravel even if we let the cats and dogs speak. That's what my theory is. For example, like I think one of the biggest breakthroughs are gonna be, let's say in future, if you put neural link in the heads of your cat and dog, and maybe if they can communicate with us, what they really feel, what they really think, how they really sense any of the things. I mean, just think about it. For a moment, you have become a dog, and your entire sensory organs and your ability to sense things is now of the capability of a dog. Will you still say the same things that you say as a human? Will you still feel the same things as you feel as a human? Nope. Even honeybees are able to, they are affected by the wavelengths and the signals of the mobile towers, right? That's what one of the theories are in some
I
of
don't
the
know about that, but that sucks. I don't know about that.
Okay, I guess there is one theory. I'm not sure if it is validated yet or not, but in many places it says that because of the frequencies of mobile towers, honeybees are being affected.
I want to look into this.
We can chat GPT it. I can just put the
Nah. We'll look for the real research paper. Nah. don't believe everything you see on ChatGPT. Yeah.
Okay, so nice.
Yeah.
So ChatGPT doesn't know the objective truth.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
This
That's a better topic, no?
That actually brings me to a very interesting thing, that what will happen when AI will have more say in the things. Okay, obviously right now whatever AI or ChatGPT says is based on all the information that we have fed
Yes.
on the internet.
Yes.
But I don't know, maybe in the future if AI has some independent sources of information as well, which are not human generated.
Yeah, that's what all the companies are trying to get, and we may never be able to achieve that. We may not. But
I
till
think-
today, it's not. We don't see it
Nah,
anymore.
I only believe in never say never.
Yeah.
But okay, so
That's another topic for another day.
another episode. So, yeah, that's all about this episode. I hope you like this topic. I guess we can really talk about this more, and I guess you would also want to talk many more things about this. We have gone to many different levels while we were in a conversation, and you also have the liberty to do that. Maybe if you are not one of those people who like to have deep conversations or have these vivid kind of conversations, they might consider us as some crazy people, as some.
If you think we are crazy, please let us know in the comments.
So yeah, this guy understands the deal. So yeah, just you use comment section. Whatever you think about this episode, whatever you think about our opinions, if you align with anything, if you have also thought on the same lines, please share with us on the comment section. And yep, please, if you like this video, please hit the like button.
If you disliked it, hit the dislike button. And tell us why in the comments.
Good. That's a strategy. Okay. And one more thing is that if you really feel that there is any of your friends or a group of your friends who maybe think the same way or have the similar conversations, please share it with them, and also share it with your other friends who think that all of these things are bullshit. Just make their life hard.
If you like this video, share to the friends you like, and if you didn't like this video, share to those friends that you don't like.
Nice. That's how we are catering to all kinds of
Yeah.
audience.
You forgot to tell them to hit the bell icon to get notifications.
That's where we are getting.
Yeah.
So the final thing and the most important thing, that please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon. So every week we are planning to put out a video. And just for a context again, we have these many cards.
Oh, that's
So many cards. So
That's a lot.
we are never gonna run out of content. We are gonna have a lot of content. It's upon you. Are you ready to be with us on this journey? So that's all about this video. And yeah, please hit the subscribe button and
the bell icon.
bell icon. And also there are some other videos on our channel, so do have a look at those videos as well. They are on the similar lines, and those are equally backed up. So yeah, that's all. Thanks a lot. We'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for having me, Frederick.
Thank you. I forgot your name.
David.
David. Sorry.
My God.
Cool, man. Bye bye.